Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Ethereum is still caught in this long sideways range. I wouldn't even rule out that some kind of a triangle pattern is developing here, but we don't have enough evidence for it, but it's just moving sideways. So it's always worth to keep that option in the focus. Overall, we are dealing with very choppy structures and the micro patterns are still being worked on. We don't really have a breakout, not even on the smaller scale here. And we want to talk about that now. So first of all, looking at the bigger picture, when we zoom out a little bit, the development from the 5th of August low is unchanged. So we're still looking for potentially higher prices. This is nothing that I would focus on with a very strong bias, okay? The reason is that the structure from the 5th of August low does not convince me, but I said that many times now. It is a corrective structure which could develop into a diagonal pattern, but I'm not saying it will, okay? There are clear support levels. That's the value of the analysis. We can watch for these support levels if they hold. And once we have a 5-wave move up completed, which should take us into the region around $3,200 to $3,300, we have some clarity, because then the market would have developed a 5-wave move, but we are far away from that at the moment. Still though, we have a clear support level or area to watch for this yellow wave count, which can send us higher, and it is defined between $2,390 and $2,510. Again, it's not, there might be slightly different levels on different exchanges, and it's not that we go, if we go to 2,350, that we will have here invalidation. No, it's not the case. The invalidation point is around $2,310. So there's a bit of wiggle room below 2,390 and that invalidation point. Below the invalidation point, however, it becomes clearer and clearer that we are heading towards like the $1,900, rather actually $1,800 area, okay? Which is the next larger support level on the larger time frame. It is down here, this fib level. So now in the very short term, the structure is very complex. I'm not going to discuss all the details here because it's just too complex. What really matters is that we have one wave count that could still easily take the price to a test of the lower support region. So we could easily test the 2,390 level. How? It is quite simple. That is quite simple. It is a C wave to the downside in 5 waves, but it's also a diagonal pattern. And it would be a wave 1, 2, wave 3 is now in the making, 4, 5. To confirm this further, and I try to mention only the levels, which keeps it simple. To confirm this further, we need a sustained break below 2,540. Why is that? Because as long as we're holding 2,540, there is one pathway that could send the price higher. The problem is also this would only be possible as a diagonal pattern. So the white wave count just indicates the possibility that this B wave, that in the yellow count is still unfolding, that this already bottomed on Thursday. Okay, so what I'm watching for is possible upside continuation in the white count as long as we're holding $2,540. That is the key level that needs to hold, because below that level, it's too deep. It's too deep for a white wave, a wave 2 in the white count. At the moment, we're likely dealing here with just a B wave, whichever B wave it is. It might be wave B in the yellow count, it might be wave B in the white count. I can tell you that you have absolutely no edge here with Elliott wave. So, on Saturday, trading on Saturday is anyway a bit, let's say, unproductive, because often you don't really get the movements that you would get throughout the week. So you get a lot of choppy price action, and then we are squeezed. You can see that we are squeezed between resistance, which ends at 2,650, which is a key level, by the way, to get above. That would fuel, I think, some upside momentum. This is also the level where the sell-off began. The volume kicked in on Thursday. And we are squeezed between, micro resistance and micro support. at 2,540. So it's literally until we get a break above resistance or below support, there is nothing really interesting to report. Everything that happens here on the weekend between these levels should literally just be considered noise, in my opinion. So I keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.